Let's go back to that Ukrainian diplomacy, which is baffling everybody. So hopefully to shed a bit more light on that, we're joined now by Boris Bondarev, a former Russian diplomat who resigned from his position in opposition to Moscow's war against Ukraine. Mr. Bondarev, thank you very much for joining us. What do you make of what Ukraine and Europe have said in response to the American-Russian plan? And what's going to be the Kremlin's response to that, do you think?
Well, it doesn't look very much serious to me. It's a desperate attempt not to be sidelined by Americans, which I think European Union is very much afraid of, to being sidelined, to being kicked out of this process. It's understandable, but I think it's natural because the European Union has always had a very, very limited role in all these things. So I think Moscow is quite satisfied watching this from distance, waiting for something to be presented to it, so Moscow would make the final choice, what to agree on, what not. So it puts Putin again and again in a position of strength. And what is more curious and interesting, that he doesn't do anything for that. It's totally the doing from...
Sorry to interrupt, just to get your take on what's been it's been characterised as actually basically Russian wishing a wish list, kind of imposed and dictated through the Americans. Is that your sense of what the original claims and peace plan was? And do you think there's a possibility the Europeans can turn that round with the Ukrainians into something that both sides can try and find common ground over?
Well, the question is really not what Europeans would like to propose instead of American proposal and all. The question should be what leverage Europeans do have, so they can use to insist on their demands and to make Putin listen. For now, I don't see any leverage that European Union, and Europe, including United Kingdom, could use against Putin's demand, Putin's so-called maximalist goals, which he doesn't surrender. He keeps advancing on the battlefield, so to speak. So it's all blah, blah, blah for now.
So you think, and obviously you resigned from the Foreign Service in opposition to the invasion, but is it your sense that within the body you left, the Russian Foreign Service, and in the Kremlin, there'll be sort of quiet satisfaction at the moment as to the direction of travel?
Well, actually, there should be some satisfaction because they see that the Western camp is divided, is very seriously divided, as it's never been before, seriously. So, and what is the best thing for them, for Moscow, is that they don't have to do anything. They just sit and wait for the courts.
What do you think that says about the way the West and the way Europe and America have conducted themselves over the last 3.5 years?
Very unprofessional. And it makes Russian diplomacy look very professional.
Which it is. I mean, it's a foreign service with a long-standing record of pretty effective diplomacy. It's effectively running rings, you would say, around the West at the moment. Is there a way out of that, though? How does the West kind of turn the tables, or how does Europe turn the tables, even with the limited leverage they have, to try and regain some kind of initiative in this process?
The problem with leverage is not that you think you don't have enough leverage. It's a problem with the mindset, first of all. When people keep talking about unwinnable war, that Russia is a nuclear power, it cannot be defeated and blah, 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 it's rubbish. Because it means that the next time Russia invades United Kingdom or Poland or whatever, you must surrender at once because you cannot fight Russia. It's a totally false mindset. That's it. First of all, Europe must stop this self-defeatist thinking and must start thinking how this war should be won. Not stopped, not just pushed aside, not frozen for indefinite time. Won. The wars are either won or lost. So it's up to you what you prefer.
Boris Bondarev, thank you very much for your time and your insights into what is a, as I say, confusing situation diplomatically, but great to get your insights.